Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. And today I am so excited to show you Star Trek Into the Unknown, the Federation versus the Dominion core set, published by WizKids. Now you're going to explore, negotiate, and battle across the Alpha Quadrant. And this is a game that is designed by Max Brook and Michael Garns. Now this game looks so good. It's like a super upscale version of Attack Wing, is what it looks like to me. It is for 2 players, ages 14 and up, and it's 120 minutes playtime approximately. All right, so you're going to assemble your dream team. You're going to command your fleet. You're going to explore the unknown, and man, you're just going to go to battle. So I do like the way this game. I love the size of these miniatures. I mean, that's just what excites me the most. But yeah, I cannot wait to take a look at this game and what it has on the inside. So without further ado, let's get this thing opened up and let's take a look at it. Now, I will say, I like Star Trek, but I'm not a Star Trek nerd. I just like it. I can never remember all the different stuff. You know, there's the age-old saying, you know, who's your favorite Star Trek captain and all that stuff like that. I choose not to vote. I just kind of like Star Trek. I really like science fiction stuff, and that is just really fun for me. Okay, so let's get this baby opened up. Let's take a look and see what we get. I just really want to see these big giant miniatures and just and especially this one, man. I've just, from what I've seen and heard about this guy, that just really excites me. Okay, so let's get this box open up, and there is just a ton of stuff in here. But let's take a look at these guys first, because this is what excites me the most. I want to fly these guys around the tabletop. Okay, so, there's no tape on this one. Oh, imagine that. Thank you. No tape. All right, so let's get this guy off. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I can't tell you the names of all these different ships. Enterprise, but what class? I don't know. That's that class right there. That's all I can tell you. But, I mean, look at the size of these things. Wow, that was stolen from something. Holy crud. All right, but dude, the ship just looks so cool. And it is so ginormous. Oh, absolutely love this guy. Okay. He is really great. And in comparison to this little pipsqueak guy, but he's super cool looking anyways. Okay, and then it looks like we're gonna have a little cover to hold these guys in. All right, these look like little bugs. That's what they kind of look like to me. Let's see, can you see that? It's kind of like this little purplish hue to it. It's yeah, it's like reflective. Yeah, it's kind of glowing a little bit. All right, let's get him back in there. Okay, now I know I haven't gotten to them because I really want to see, because I know these two go together, but looks like we got a couple bases, and I know you can slide some tokens. I've seen something about that. That's really cool that these bases do that. Rather than just having like a slot where you kind of stand something up, but you can actually slide tokens in. But yeah, so it looks like we got for our different size ships. Now, let's get this guy out. See, how hard is he going to get out of here? Now, he's super cool. He can fly upside down and you won't even know it. But there you go. Oh, yeah. I like it. And look at that, man. See, you can even fly. It looks like you can fly him upside down and nobody would know. You got the numbering on both sides. Don't know what kind of ship it is, but all right. All right. So let's see if we can figure out how to get the saucer out of here. Okay. And without destroying everything, let's see if we can get this guy out of here. All right. And here you go. So there is your ship top. Okay, there's your saucer. All right. Boy, there's a lot of paint detail on that too. Oh, there you go. We'll get all the numbering right set up. All right, and then we're gonna have the main part. The cool thing about this one is, I guess when he gets damaged really bad, you can actually detach the saucer. And it looks like it's going to just kind of slide in there. Okay, so you put them down in, and that's how you're going to fly them, just like that. That looks super cool. The fact that they set it up so you can do that is really neat, in my opinion. Especially since the show can do it. I don't think I've ever seen one of the ships in any of these miniatures games that can do that before. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me down below. I'd appreciate it if you did let me know, because I just think that's a really neat idea that they did that. All right, now There is so much stuff in here. Let's see if we can dissect it, figure out what all is here. And we'll get it all put back in its bags too, so that way when I'm ready to go play, I and Cody, we can figure out how this is. Okay, so we're gonna have a different board for every one of the ships. Okay, so we got our Galaxy class starship. Okay, and all these dials are already on. Okay, so you're already ready to go. I do like it. See, there's so your alert, your reserve, your hull, your crew. Okay, so that way you know what everything is. Okay, it looks. I don't know if these are going to be different on every ship. I'm assuming that they are going to be. Okay, here's your Constellation class. All right, same information, same board. Okay, this is the battle cruiser of that name. Me and names. Jem'Hadar? I don't know. I really don't know. The Defiant class escort. I can read that one. Okay. Oh man, I tell you, I haven't played these miniatures games like this in a long time. I'm excited to play this one. The Jem'Hadar fighters. Oh, okay, so the little teeny tiny guys. All right. And another Jem'Hadar. So I guess you get a board per little fighter ship. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. All right. I don't want to get this stuff mixed up. So that way when I go to learn this game, so I'm going to throw this in the bag right now. Don't want to take up too much extra time, but I also don't want to get stuff confused and lost. All right, let's go into here. Now this is odd. The cards are pre-bagged. It's kind of nice. All right, so we're going to have a ton of cards, and I am just going to stick them up here for you, and so we can take a look at them. It's a little dark in here again, but it looks like we're going to have just some, not really sure. I think all the captain cards are going to say captain on them, so these are just going to be, I'm guessing, crew members. Okay. Worf. Hey, I know a couple of these. All right. I don't know what this number down here in the bottom is. I don't know if it's your, if you're building your crew, if that's how much it costs them to put into your crew. I don't know. The Founder. So there's a lot of these Star Trek shows I haven't actually seen. Some that I've really been wanting to watch. I just haven't had a chance. So I don't really sit down and watch too much TV and stuff like that. I'm more of a movie guy. The Intrepid Captain. All right. Okay, let's stick those down off to the side. Now it looks like we're going to have cards that are going to be for possibly, damage for the Constellation class. Okay, and these are going to be for so these are just going to be a whole bunch of damage cards. And you know what? Let's just kind of turn them over. And I'll just kind of go through some damage. You can kind of get an idea of what the damage is going to be. You know, if I got to flip cards, like this is the one thing. It's kind of nice to be surprised when you see this stuff. But then again, if you don't know what kind of damage you can take, it's also murderous on you when you're trying to play. But the surprise is actually really good. And when you're shuffling them, you really don't know what it's going to be anyways. It's random. Looks like there's probably just a few cards per. So, I don't know. The aft, all right. Boy, they've definitely taken the damage into consideration on where you're going to get hit. Exploding panels. I'm sure that's going to mess you up a lot. Okay. The warp core breach, don't let that happen. I've heard that's bad. That's really, really bad. All right. Oh, the turbo lifts, man. You got to take the stairs. That's just bad. Nobody wants to take the stairs on a Federation class ship. Oh, fried conduits. So, all right. Oops. Hold on. There was another set of cards down there, and I just, okay. Whew. I almost forgot these cards. So, looks like we're going to have some others. Not really sure. We got some escape pods. Okay, we'll just kind of run through these ones real fast. Those ones are upside down. Personal transponders. Got some probes. Not really sure why they're flipping them around, but that's okay. The U.S. Defiant. Ooh, the Hathaway. Oh, there you go. The Enterprise D. There you go. I knew I'd figure out what that ship was. And you guys knew it the second you saw it. You know, I know some people that, boy, they can just look at one of the Enterprise ships. They'll tell you what it is. like within a second. I don't know how. I can't remember that stuff. All right, so what are we going to get here? We are going to get some situation. Looks like we got some situation cards. Some looks like a couple of different. Those are all mixed in. All right, let's start with those. So these are the situation and the overture cards. All right, we'll just kind of go through those. Oh, so these look like they might be little missions you probably have to go on. Ah, nice. So if you get to go on missions and try to do different things, I mean, I don't remember seeing planets or anything on there, but something other than just putting ships out on a table and blowing each other up. I mean, add a little more to it. I would like that idea. That would be really cool. Disruptive storms, and it could just be stuff that's just going to totally mess with you when you're trying to play the game. All right, so we got, looks like, the captain's chair. All right, what's on the back of that? Oh, there you go. There's your star drive. So stuff you can do in there. And we got engineering. We got the helm. This is your saucer. Okay. All right. And it looks like we got complications. Yeah, these are the ones that you're probably going to be drawing all day long for me, because every one of my ships will have all kinds of compilations. Complications. Phew. Okay, we got missing crew. Don't want your crew missing when you're in battle. Contested territories, infection. Going to, like I said, pause if you need to. If you want to take a closer look at some of these, I'll get my fingers out of the way. And race for knowledge. Okay, and that was all of our big cards. Okay, let's get them back in this bag. Okay, put those off to the side. Tell you, this is a large box. There's definitely a lot of room to put a lot of stuff down in the bottom of this. All right, now, what do we have here? We are going to have, looks like these are just going to be some different ship cards. All right, these are going to be just all kinds of stuff. So we'll see if we can figure out what they are. And we'll go front and back just to see if there's anything on both sides. There you go. Looks like you got your console, different stuff you can do, the fore, the aft. And hey, look at that. These are just your individual cards probably for their attack, their movement, everything else. I'm going to say you guys probably know this already before I do. Trying to look at too many things at one time, and I confuse myself. All right. But you guys kind of bear with me. I appreciate it. Right, we got our influence tracker card. Okay. Looks like it's going to be starting position. Okay, two-sided for that. I'm not sure exactly why. Got your escape pod cards. Okay, class 1 probe. Diplomatic envoy. The assault team. All right. All right, what do we have here? Looks like a few more. Okay, so we'll look at the back of these ones, see if we can figure out what these are real fast. And these, okay, don't really, they're the hostile raider, neutral, inscrutable entity. Okay, so I'm guessing these are things that you might actually run into out there. All right, so you can take a close look at those, see what kind of an idea you're going to get on those. All right. Boy, there's a lot of good stuff in here. There is a lot to this game, but it actually looks like it's going to be pretty good. Survey team, diplomatic envoy. I'm guessing these are the same on both sides. Nope, they're different on the other side. Photon torpedo. There's your quantum torpedo. Another photon and quantum. Your engineering team. Security team. Hemhadar assault team, and the damage control. All right. And then what do we have here? Spread the founder's influence. You can open hails. All right, seed doubt. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Proportionate response. And we come in peace. So it looks like some of these are kind of different back and forth. All right. Seek out new life and civilizations. Okay, I will say that I do know what that one is. All right, right to self-determination. All right, there is a ton. Test local powers. This game looks really good. Tactful approach. There you go. Make an example. All right, this game does look really good. It looks like there's a ton to it. It looks like there's a lot more to this game than what you're normally going to see in some of the other attack wings and stuff like that. So I think that's all of the cards. Now it looks like we're going to get some dice. All right, looks some 8-sided and some 6-sided dice. They do look like they're etched. Yep. Okay, they do feel good. Okay, they're a little light, but they feel really good. Okay, no problems there. They have a good look to them. It's like we're going to get some extra for the turn dials, maybe in case some of them fall out. Maybe you do have to put some more in somewhere, and I just don't know where it's at. All right, now these look like they are just going to be for all your so like these little base stands right here. Okay, that's what my guess is. That's what you're going to be using some of these. Let's pull some of these tokens out. Okay, so it looks like we do have our little stands. It looks like you can put multiples together. And then there's a couple of these. Probably helping hold, I'm going to guess, the big ships. Off the top of my head, that's my theory. My theory is not always accurate, but it's just a theory. All right, and it looks like we're going to have some movement. All right, these are, let's see if we can get this out of here. Okay, so, okay, so we got 1, 2, there's a 1, 2, and 3 on these. So these are just, oh wow, it's just, why is it so dark in here? Okay, these are just acrylic. I don't think there's a cover on them. Oh, it looks like there actually there may be a plastic protection on them, so they'll be a lot easier to see once you pull that plastic protection off. Okay, and let's see if we can get these guys out of here. All right, let's go right down here, and let's go right down here, because I know we're going to need to get those ones out too. And these, I bet, are probably going to be for our movement, and that's going to be our ranges. So yeah, so it looks like these are both going to be the same, and this is going to be, so probably a long range. Whoops. Okay, so we got a long range and a short range. Okay, so looks like just a little measuring stick right there. And these little turn guys. Now these look like people were using these for setting up like your borders, your territory, or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to figure out, because I don't remember them being for turning, but so yeah. And like I said, they kind of have a dull to them, but I think there's a cover on them, and I'm just going to put those off to the side, or a film on them that's protecting them. That's something I'll have to look into when I have a little more time. I'm sure you don't want to see me plunking away at those, because I spent quite a bit of time on this already as it is. All right, so looks like we're going to have the game overview book. Okay, and you know what? Let's see if we can do this. Hopefully this doesn't make it too high. I'm just going to set this here so I can put the book down, make it a little flatter. Okay, test attack summary. So your round phases, your tests, your attacks. Always nice to have on the back page of a book. Massive, oh my gosh, icon overload in this game. Holy Toledo. There, okay, it's in the little crack right there. Okay, there is, can you see all that? There is a lot of icons on this. Okay, and it looks like we're sitting on about a 37, 36 page rule book before we get to those icons. So let's take a look at this and see what we have, and I'll see if I can kind of angle this a little bit, see if we can get everything in. I think we're good about right there. We can get most everything in right there. Okay, so there you go. There is all your pieces. So yeah, your system marker sets is what these are going to be, and then your transportation, your range rulers. And this is what your ships are going to look like when they're assembled together. All right, we're set it up here for your Federation ships. All right, good diagram there. Okay, this is going to be learning your mission setup, how to play. Yes, yeah, I really like how stuff's going to just slot in here. You're just going to find your round tokens and you're going to put them in there. All right, like I said, I'm going to try to keep as much of this on the screen as I can. Okay, Federation playing area, Dominion player setup area, and then of course you got to go through your ship assembly and all the different tokens. We haven't even gotten to the tokens yet in the game. Holy crud. Okay, your ship's display, which there's a ton on that. This game looks like it's going to be involved. But if it's like most of the WizKids stuff that I've seen before, once you get it, you got it, and it's not that bad. Okay, you got your officer cards, your directive cards, some skills, an overview of a round. All right, remember to pause if you need to pause. Take a look at something a little more. I'll try to get my hands out of the way so you can do that. Okay, try to get as much of this text on as possible for you. Learning the mission. All right, orders and actions. I know this is, oh yeah, I just want to play this, man. It looks like it's going to be involved, but this, man, I have fun setting these games up and just kind of going around the table and playing these types of games. I have a couple different ones that I have played over the years. It's been a long time since I played these little miniature ones, though. But I always have fun when I do. Okay, here's all our combat. All the different ship arcs. That's what's going to be really interesting, the way all the ship arcs work on this. Okay, your range, line of sight. A lot of good diagrams. So I'm hoping that plays into making this a lot easier to see. Your projectiles. Whoops. Try to get that back on. Sorry about that. Whew. Okay, there you go. All right. Oh, I see. This is a little marker. So this isn't hold the ship. It's used as a marker because it's right there as well. That little piece I was thinking for the ship. Okay, I think I have it now. All right. See, to me, it's fun to try to figure out what things are, and then, then I figure out what they actually are, and I'm totally wrong. But that's what I do. Dominion Complication Outpost Ambush. All right, and Federation Complication Rescue Op. And there you go. And then we already saw the last was going to be the icon overload. Holy moly. And your attack summary. All right. And let's put this up one more time because we'll go ahead and throw this. So here's your campaign guide. So it looks like it's a 40-page book to run the campaign. So story missions and match mode. Okay, let's go through a couple pages of this. It is a campaign, so I don't really want to spoil anything in this. So I'll probably go through so you can kind of see an idea of what these front pages look like, because this is basically your rules. And we'll maybe look and see what campaign 1 looks like, or the first mission looks like, so you can kind of get an idea on that. You guys possibly already know. I don't know. All right. Okay, update campaign records, mission results. Boy, I'll tell you what, this kind of reminds me of some of the old Starfleet battle stuff. Way back in the day. But probably not. That was just a really, really involved one. Campaign management. Mission 1, there you go, Beyond the Halls of the Prophets. Okay, so it's going to be, we're 13 pages in, we get to our first mission. So it looks like we got different areas we're going to set up. Okay, we got a radius of 30, so it looks like we're doing a radius based on where we put these little guys. Okay, some additional rules. Let's see, do we have anything more for mission 1? Yeah, so this will be mission 1. Okay, there's a lot. There is a lot to this game, but that's okay. I'm not afraid of that. Mission 1, after action report. I like games like this. It can actually, boy, I'll tell you, if it tells you a good combat story and everything else. All right, and there you go. That's going to be mission 2. I'm just going to show you the setup. You can see the intro page on that. Okay, that's all the further I'm going to go in this book. We're 20 pages in. It's a 40-page book, so I'm pretty sure there's several missions like you guys saw at the very beginning. Looks like we got 4 missions, then some strategy sheets. Those actually start on page 37. Tell you what, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is what your strategy sheet stuff. We'll give you this one. That I know I can show you. Okay, so here's your Dominion strategic, some goals, acquisitions. All right. Looks like they actually have incident mission aftermath. Yeah, so don't look at this page right here. You can see with that one. There's your Federation side right there. All right, and your roster sheet. And so it looks like you can actually print these out, so that way you have them. So you can log everything, and you don't have to write them on the back of the rule book, which is usually what I do. Okay, whew, there's a lot of reading there. That is going to be fun to dig into. Now, let's see what we have here. Looks like I have one token that's already fallen out. Let's go ahead and just drop these out. They're smaller boards. This one don't want to come out. All right, get him off to the side. And let's see what we have. Let's go right side up for you. We got, whoa, that's a little, sorry about that. I was a little close. Okay, so there's your tokens. All right, looks like you got some jam tokens. No, it looks like torpedoes maybe. All right, that's gonna be your back side. Okay, get those in there. Like I said, these, look at this. I mean, don't worry about anything punching out on this board because they just pop out really easy. All right, we're just gonna put all those in the bottom like that. I'm gonna go back over and punch all these later and get them all bagged up, figure out how I'm gonna put them all in this. Right, I'm gonna put this one sideways because it fits better. Okay, and that is going to be the back side of that one. All right, and these tokens are falling out just me picking this thing up. Looks like a little 1" by 1" rulers right there. That's actually kind of cool. Get him out of there because he wants to fall out too. Well, I have to make sure I don't drop anything on the floor. There's so many of these that are just falling out just by me trying to pick them up. All right, so that's everything. Yep, that is everything that I showed you. Okay, so now let's see. How's all this going to go back in the bag? Back in the bag, back in the box. So I know some Ziploc bags that I'm going to be putting some of this stuff in. So like all of these, I have a Ziploc bag. They'll fit them perfect. So I am just going to kind of put stuff here on the side for right now. I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean all this stuff up. Those all go in the same bag together. I just want to give you an idea of how this is going to fit in here and how all this is going to go back together, especially trying to put this big set back in here. Now, what it looks like you want to make sure that you do is try to have stuff off to the side because it looks like there's more room here than there. You can't see what I'm doing. Okay, it looks like there's more room on this side than this side. Okay, because this ship goes deep, this is shallower. Okay, so it looks like the bigger stuff you kind of want to put over on this side, and this stuff you can kind of put down over here on this side because it looks like there's more room. And we'll put our silica gel bag back in. Okay, now we'll take this. We're going to slide that in. Okay, we might have to do a little wiggle and dance. Okay, kind of shakey shake. Pop that in, pop that in. Okay, now I'm feeling all of that is actually nice and lower than, so theoretically my rule book I can put up here on top if I wanted to. But you know what? I don't want to because look at that cover. Look at that, man. You're going to still be able to see all those ships. You don't want to cover that up. You want that visible every single time you pull this box out and look at it because that, oh, that looks awesome. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Star Trek Into the Unknown, the Federation versus the Dominion core set. Sorry this is so long. There's a lot of really good stuff in this game. This just looks amazing, and I want to get to this table. Get this to the table. If you played it, let me know. If you're looking forward to it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Leave comments down below in the bottom. And as always, thank you for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
Oh no, we've got an intruder on 42.
Hey! You will be assimilated. You will become one.